perfect bridge, like I said, Born to Be Loved is the reason I chose that title in the first place. I mean, feeling like that love and stuff like that. But definitely, I mean, the whole process of constructing this joint, and if I really be honest, it for me took years. I mean, it started back in high school for me. Chunky Thighs is a song that I released with this guy who I was in. It was a rap and singing group. It was me and my homie Deontay. Shout out to him. And he was, we were rapping in high school. And I mean, we dropped this song called Chunky Thighs. And it's funny because it was inspired by this Chance the Rapper track that he did with No Name called Israel. And so, you know, we dropped that song. And when I became a freshman at Morehouse, and I dropped that song on SoundCloud, and you know, everybody was telling me they loved it, but that's why I wasn't really ready to pursue music in that way yet. I was just still trying to figure out my way and stuff like that. And Puff of Smoke, man, shout out to my homie Tanner, who essentially he started kind of was the one who really taught me about, who I was willing to learn more about, like the process of being an artist and all that stuff like that. Because I definitely learned a lot from my parents and things like that. But when I had separated myself from music and I was trying to figure it out myself, you know, he was somebody who I met in high school, and he kind of taught me a lot about what it meant to recording myself and writing and all that stuff like that. So definitely him writing that song, Puff of Smoke, when I was a freshman in college. I came back home for break, and I came to the studio with this beat that my homie Gabe had sent me. And he was like, yo, man, like I can't figure out nothing to this. So I was just like, yo, dude, I got to go pick up my sisters from school real quick. I'll be right back. 15 minutes after I left, he was like, yo, I got something. And so that's how Puff of Smoke came about. And then those songs just kind of sat in the tuck for me. And, you know, those were kind of like the glue, Puff of Smoke and Chunky Thighs, because they were the other side of the project. You know, the first part of the project was Power 99, and that was my ode to Philly, because everybody know about the Cosmic Kev drop. You know, it's Cosmic Kev, Power 99. You know what I mean? It's like everybody knows about that. I always wanted to do that. Like I watched the freestyles, you know, like, you know, me and my cousin used to watch the freestyles, the Quilly freestyles. Kev, come on. Like, you know what I mean? I always wanted the Cosmic Kev drop. So I gave myself one, you know what I mean? And it was just kind of like, that was my, you know, what's up, y'all? I'm here. You know, I'm grinding. This is what I can do. You know what I mean? And it's like, even at the end, you got to get out the way, get out the way. Like, get out the way. I'm coming through. Like, you know what I mean? That was my knock on the world. Like, you know what I mean? And open up. Like, this is, you know, I'm here. I'm ready for y'all. And then, you know, after that, I kind of go into some journeys about love and what I learned romantically, you know, about loving the way that this person moves and how I connected with them and how I really felt like that I wanted to be there in their life, and then go into way that I love, and that being the other side of romantically, like the challenge and being like, well, you know, baby, I just want you to know that I'll be here no matter what, you know, like even though we're working through this crazy stuff. And then Puff of Smoke is just like the whole other side of Kill. You know what I mean? That is you're having a good time with my friends, being with my people, like, you know, being excited and not worried about, you know, all of the things I would usually be worried about, you know, Puff of Smoke, just chilling and being out with my peoples and doing my thing, you know, maybe rolling up a little bit or something like that, you know, and doing my thing. And then Chunky Thighs was the glue, because for me, Chunky Thighs is my soundtrack to life, man. I mean, riding passenger, watching the road fly by, man. I mean, for me, that was everything. I remember when I wrote those words. I mean, I remember when I sat in the studio and I was just like, damn, I really like this Chance song. Let's remix it. I remember when I told my homie that I wanted to start a group. You know what I mean? All of those things for me kind of were like my young full circle moments. That's what I call it. You know, because only being 21, I mean, it's just like, this is only the beginning for me. So, I mean, definitely that project was just like, look, y'all, when left to my own devices, this is what I can do. This is my resume. This is my pitch to the world. You know, I hope y'all fucking with me, man. I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. It's a lot of love. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that project. A lot of crafting that. And overall, I guess like the actual recording of it took about 10 months per se. I mean, I dropped Summer Day about 10, 11, 12 months ago, about a year ago, almost a year ago in August. And, you know, it's crazy. It's so crazy how it even all came together, because I was supposed to be doing the Roots Picnic on May 31st. And the project was supposed to be done on my birthday. But, you know, COVID just messed it all up for me. And I ended up still finishing the project the weekend that I went on the live stream for the Roots Picnic. So it was crazy how it all ended up coming together and stuff like that. But definitely, man, that was just me in my fullest, rawest extent. Like, I mixed the project. and I kind of put it through the masters. And so, I just feel so blessed to have been able to do those things and learn those skills while also being provided the opportunity, coming home and being able to have a studio space to work in, and my parents having the crib and being able to have that type of comfortability and that blessing and that head start. Being able to be out school and be kind of my parents kind of provided me with the tools and the guidance and, the financial resources to be able to find a band and have them coming and traveling. I mean, doing with me, and my parents taking me on shows and stuff like that. Like, they really gave me my first opportunities. And, that was when I was ready to do it. A lot of times in high school when I was doing open mics and doing original music, and me and my homie was going around doing stuff in Philly, trying to just be young and trying to learn and trying to have fun and stuff like that. Those were times that I really think about as memories, as fun times when I was just enjoying my time in high school. But as far as like the music grind and really putting together and crafting something that was bigger than just Summer Day, I mean, that has been a process for me that just really was very difficult and long, but very rewarding in a sense. I mean, it feels very therapeutic, and it's my expression to the world. Like, man, I'm really glad that I've received so much love from it, and I'm glad you love it, man. I'm glad that you like those tracks. I really do. I mean, that's everything to me. I mean, that's like my baby. So it's like, it's kind of like I'm putting my baby out there. It's like, everybody feel like grandparents. Because like I feel like everybody like nephew, son / what I mean, everything. I feel all of that love. I feel embraced, as a next generation artist, and following in the footsteps and the legacy of my parents and creating something for myself. I feel that. I really do. And I'm very appreciative of it. And so I plan to have a high expectation and a high standard of myself so that I can, really push myself and challenge myself to continue to meet, that need that I want to meet for myself so that I can continue to give back, give back what I got, you know what I mean? So just that project all in together is just me, man. It's everything about me, everything about how I feel. And it's just my intro to the world.